down. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Chargers going to get the football again here in just a second. In recent years, though, as we just talk about what they've done so far this season, 4-2. But recent years, it's been a team that has started slow. This has to feel pretty good 6 weeks in.
It has to feel excellent for them because the only losses to the Rams and to Kansas City are combined 11-1. And how about Phillip Rivers? He's actually getting overshadowed in his own division by the hot second-year quarterback in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. But Phillip Rivers is the only quarterback to throw 2 or more touchdowns in every game this season. 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and Melvin Gordon is on a roll. 5 straight games with a touchdown and 246 rush yards, the most since the LT era in 2008.
And, man, did they look good dismantling Cleveland 38-14 in Week 6. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it now, here's King. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Rivers. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Rivers now looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Legion coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Donnie Jones now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays.
Well, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
Hurry up!
Here's Rivers. That's caught at the 3. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Rivers, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll come out in the pistol. Rivers to throw this time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Play action now. Rivers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
From the gun, Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 45. A toss play, Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go. One out a little bit. Go get him. Behind.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, look at the Jew. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Okay.
Back to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Get hot. Get hot.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, hot.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. Oh, the spin. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chargers getting set to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.